Hello, what's up, guys? Today I want to talk about two albums. That's right, two albums, and today's gonna be an album review day. So, two albums are so yeah. First, we're gonna talk about Wiz Khalifa's Rolling Papers, and second, we're gonna talk about Tyler the Creator's Goblin. Um, so yeah, we got two albums today, and it's gonna be kind of long, so I gotta hurry it up. So, Wiz Khalifa's album. I know you're like, why are you reviewing it right now? But I didn't get a chance to do it because I just started doing the YouTube thing, so that's why. So let's talk about the album, Rolling Papers. So a lot of people are comparing it to Cushion or Issues, his mixtape, and Burn After Rolling, and all his other mixtapes. In my opinion, this album does not change from Cushion Orange Juice. I mean, it doesn't change from, yeah, it just doesn't. Like if you hear Cushion Orange Juice, a lot of people complain saying, he went too commercial on this album, and Cushion Orange Juice, he kept it real. No, I don't think so, because if you listen to Cushion Orange Juice, people are complaining about, his melody hooks on his album and singing and stuff. He still sings on Cushion Orange Juice. If you listen to Spotlight on Cushion Orange Juice, look at the hook. Like, it goes like, wherever the paper goes, I'm gonna go. He still, sings, and he does the same on Rolling Papers. And speaking of the hooks, Wiz Khalifa on this album, I think just in general, is a master at hooks. A master. He just does the greatest hooks, in my opinion. The greatest hooks ever. It seems like it doesn't even have a problem coming up with hooks. But let's talk about the lyrics. He talks about basically the same thing. That's kind of the downfall a little bit. He talks about weed and stealing people's women. The two things: weed and women. So mostly weed, but it is called Rolling Papers. So yeah, the lyrics are, I kind of compare him to like a modern day Snoop Dogg. It's more about his swag and how he presents it and his smoothness. But the lyrics are standard Wiz Khalifa lyrics. He could have went a little bit better, but the beats are different beats, wide selection of beats. Even on that song, he has a song on here called Fly Solo. He has a guitar in it. But yeah, there's a wide different beats, and it's a very good summer album. Just an album you ride around to, or you chill with your friends. And he doesn't have too many guest features on here. It's just mostly him. And the concepts are, like I said, weed, women. He has a couple cool concepts, like When I'm Gone, the song When I'm Gone. He talks about, he's going to spend all his money because he can't take it when he's dead. So what's the point? And The Race goes very lyrical. He steps his lyrical bar up on that song, and it's a very good song. He even says it's one of his best songs. So The Race very steps his lyrical bar up. So I would say the key tracks are The Race, When I'm Gone, Black and Yellow, and Hopes and Dreams, and Wake Up, which has like the best hook ever in my opinion from Wiz Khalifa. So yeah, good album, good summer album. I give this album a 7 out of 10. Second album, Tyler the Creator's Goblin. Let me just say, this album to me was very, very hard to find. I went to Target, they didn't have it. I went to Best Buy, I had to ask the guy looked it up, because I was like, oh, do you guys have Goblin? He's like, yeah, sure, bro, it's in the rap section. He looked it up, he went to the rap section, he couldn't even find it. But, I finally got it. I know they sell it at Amazon and stuff, but I was trying to get it at the stores. But let's talk about the album. The lyrics are great. Talks about, you know, not having a dad, or his dad not being in his life. Talks about um, people not relating to him. Talks about the haters, how hip hop doesn't embrace him, and the lyrics are great. If he steps his bar up just a little more, I think he would, you know, have a chance to be like one of the greats, and people, you know, was finally recognize him. But the beats, let's talk about the beats. The beats are kind of the down point of the album, but it doesn't take away from the album. The beats kind of sound the same a little bit on some songs, but it kind of adds to the mood of the darkness of the album. In my opinion, it adds to the darkness. And speaking of darkness, I think Goblin is more darker than Bastard, in my opinion, just because of the stuff he says. It's just some really bad stuff he says on this album. Talking about he'll make the color red, talking about blood, and just all chopping women's legs off. It's a really dark album, and I think it's darker than Bastard. And Bastard was dark. I think this is darker. I know a lot of people won't agree with me, but yeah, the beats are kind of the same, but it adds to the darkness. It's a very good concept album. I love how his therapist, because there's therapist, it was on Bastard, and on this album he brings the therapist back, and he kind of walks you through the album. So like one song will end and he'll be like, "So Tyler, how was that girl you were talking about?" And then on the next song Tyler would be like, "Oh, the girl was great," you know. But it's a good concept album. I love the concepts of the song, how he's a fisherman and how he brings in the fish, how women are the fish, and he just has a lot of different concepts, and I like it. And I'm just gonna say that this album is very, very personal to me. He talks about a lot of subjects that I also go through, and this is why this is one of my favorite albums, like, ever. I know a lot of people are like, what? But I haven't just listened to recent albums. I listen to a lot of albums, and this is one of my favorite albums. And yeah, it's one of my favorite albums, and I give it a 9 out of 10. And I say the key tracks are Yonkers, Tron Cat, Nightmare, and She, and Goblin. He goes really hard on Goblin too. So that's it, guys. So I think next week I'll talk about video games or more albums with you guys. So thanks for watching. Peace.